Hello, basketball fans. You've got it on 2K Sports as we get set to bring you an exciting NBA basketball game. This is Kevin. With Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. David Aldridge is on our sideline. It's the Miami Heat facing the Houston Rockets.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but it certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play.
Mourning can't make it work.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Here's Smith, and Mourning sends it back.
How about the reach of Mourning? Very impressive and very long, too. An elite shot blocker who does a good job timing his jump.
Şengün. Outside Hardaway. Here's Brown, and it's good. Assisting on the play with Hardaway.
And I'll bet that's what they talked about before the game, getting the ball inside early.
Thompson in the posts. Rebound by the Heat. We've played just over a minute here in the first. Pass to Brown. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. No good on the free throw. And the second free throw, good. Here's Thompson. Off on the layup. Now Mourning. To the paint. Here's Brown. And he uses the glass on the layup. Brown's got 5 now.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
And the Rockets making a change here. It's been a quick start for Miami. Pass to Brown. Here's Mourning. Second chance shot. Here's Brown. No stopping him there. Jams it in as he's fouled. Chance now for a three-point play. It's going to be on Alperen Şengün. The Heat shooting their third free throw shot of the game. A slow start here for Houston in this one. Looking for the first basket of the game. On the wing, Hardaway. To the inside. Here's Mourning. And then jammed down as he goes right over him. Then Thompson.
How's that for a big-time throwdown? Mourning showing no mercy on the rim right there.
And we've got a timeout called from Ime Udoka. He wants to regroup and go over the strategy. Houston making a switch. And it's the Rockets with the ball. It's a 10-point game. Here's Thompson. And Thompson throws it down.
And he's got rocket ship-like takeoff. Thompson can flat out fly.
And the dunk by Mourning.
Yeah, they have gone full throttle from the opening tip, showing no signs of letting up.
And, you know, when you've got a chance to put a team away early, you got to take it.
Here's Sengun. And it's rebounded by Mashburn. On offense, here are the Heat. They've got a 12-2 run in progress. And the dunk by Mourning.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
Tell you what, forget about easing into the game. They came out with guns blazing.
Here's Mashburn. Brown inside. Beyond the arc. Mashburn no good. Rockets trailed by 12. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Pass to Mourning. Back to Brown. Some nice ball movement here by the Heat. To the left wing. Inside. Mourning's shot is good. Mourning's got 8.
Their play on both ends has been superb. We'll see if they can maintain the momentum.
And, you know, nothing like getting an opponent on the ropes early. You love that if you're on that side of the scoreboard, and they are landing some haymakers now.
Hardaway with the steal. Oh, and a fast break for the Heat. Knocks it loose. Adams with it. Picked up by Brown. Here's Green. And it's good for 2.
A nice decision from Green that time, showing you the savvy to go to the floater there.
Here's Marley. And the rebound goes to the Rockets.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one.
Adams' shot is off. Miami leading by 12. On the wing, Marley. About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. Score of the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt.
Hey, the moment Marley saw that pass coming his way, Thunder Dan was ready to rock and roll.
Here's Thompson, and Mourning sends it back. It's out of bounds to the Rockets as Houston retains possession.
In for your Rockets, Jack Landale.
There's 10 seconds left here in the opening quarter.
Fred VanVleet.
Brooks with no one around. The Rockets with another miss. And some nice defense there to end the quarter. The first quarter concludes in a double-digit lead on the scoreboard. Heat out front. They lead by 14. We'll be back shortly. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. Let's look at the energy stats, how the hustle game has been going for the Heat.
I love the defensive concentration so far in this one. They're getting out on shooters and really doing a great job of disrupting the rhythm.
And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Kevin, the Rockets are making progress. Coach Ime Udoka said it doesn't happen overnight. Changing habits and things like that takes time. Guys learn and grow at a different pace. My thing is getting us all on the same page. We're not that far off. Kevin, they sure look like they're building in the right direction.
David, they are, and some good vets have helped as well. And we thank you for that report.
And with his movement skills, Thompson routinely catches defenders out of position.
Houston shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line.
2 shots.
And the first one drops. So he hits 1 of 2 from the stripe. Miami leading by 13. Here's Marley with the drive. The shot's good. Brown making the play.
And Marley, boy, I tell you what, he does a nice job being creative inside, exploiting any holes close to the basket.
Back to Smith. Got a piece of it. Pass to Thompson. And Thompson throws it down.
And wait to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket guy still shaking.
Well, I tell you what, he loaded up as much power as he could behind that two-hander.
Here in the second quarter with a little over a minute gone. to the left side wing. Pass to Mashburn. Back to Mourning. Out to Hardaway. Here's the three. Launches it. It's rebounded by Houston. Down low. Smith with it. Picked up by Brown. One-on-one here. Here's Mourning. And he draws body contact. Looked like a blocking foul, and he was in the shooting motion. So he'll head to the free throw line. That one on Thompson. For Miami, they have made 2 of their previous 3 free throws in today's game.
Probably a little draft in the arena tonight. He's the last guy you expect to miss the mark by that.
Absolutely. Launching off the ground and throwing it down with ease. Boy, can Green get up.
Mashburn sinks the triple. Mashburn's got himself on the board with 3 there.
And guarding him on the perimeter isn't a priority for them right now, but if this continues, it will be.
And we've got a timeout called from Ime Udoka. And coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over. To the middle. And it's Thompson with the jam.
This guy is a high flyer. I mean, especially for a power forward, and he needs to be as an undersized player.
Takes the 3. And the Heat, another 3.
And you have to be cognizant of Mashburn's long-range shooting ability. This guy is really accurate from out there.
Thompson outside. To the inside. And stolen by Mourning. Pass to Mashburn. Hardaway with the bounce pass. And that one's good. Mashburn. Mashburn's got 8 points here in this quarter.
Really nice job moving the ball around that time, picking apart that defense.
And some nice passing there by Houston. Nice shot by Brooks.
Oh, spacing the floor. Brooks is comfortable shooting it from deep.
Here's Mashburn. Pass to Brown. And the basket for the 4th time from the field. He's a healthy 4 for 6.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
You know, he should be getting extra attention from the defense, not less.
Here's Green. Miami grabs the miss.
You know, the fact is he's not a lock from there, but he was open enough to where he should have hit that shot.
And Thompson slams it home.
Rocketing off the deck. Thompson showing that youthful exuberance.
Pass to Hardaway. To the paint. Got a piece of it. Marley with it. Inside. And stolen by Thompson. Now here's Van Vliet. Down low. Finally gets one to fall. He's now 1 for 5 with his first make.
Read the defense and executed. The IQ showing through for Şengün.
Mourning with the screen. Pass to Mashburn. Out to Hardaway. Here's Mashburn. From past the arc. And Hardaway gets it to go. Hardaway has got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
And Hardaway is a volume shooter from deep for a reason, because he's capable of doing damage from there.
Nice shot by Thompson. Thompson's got 11 points.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Hardaway with a wide open look. Misses the 3. Outside, Green. Got it up. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. And so it's Miami. 13 points up at the end of the period. Their defense has been active and effective. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next two quarters are any different from the first two. So far, it has been a runaway. Here's Thompson. And it's Tim Hardaway with the foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
Personal foul. First team foul.
Pass to Eason. Out to Smith. Clock at 6. Drives to the hoop. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Smith's got his first points in this one.
Yeah, that kind of defense is not going to stop Smith. He's excellent at taking advantage of your mistakes.
Pass to Hardaway. Here's Mashburn. Another shot. Brown. That's another one for him. His 5th in just 7 shots.
His hard work on the backboard really just has given them more opportunities to score.
Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. Alperen Şengün is a weapon on the block. Coach Ime Udoka said there are not a ton of true low-post threats in the NBA nowadays. Joel Embiid, Jokic, I don't know how many others there are anymore. Alpe's had success against pretty much everybody that's guarded him. Kevin, his footwork is indeed high level.
DA, totally agree. Great footwork. Moves on moves, I've always said. Dan Marley on the wing. And the Heat, another 3.
That's what Marley does. He makes deep shots. He's often looking for that three-point opportunity.
Good on the shot. Şengün's got 4 this quarter.
I tell you what a good thing that he showed up today, because without him, this thing would already be over.
Count that one for Mashburn. And the Heat lead by 18.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Certainly. I mean, they saw a weakness in the perimeter defense and took advantage of it.
Pass to Eason. Green taking his time here. Fires from deep. And it's rebounded by Mashburn. Miami leading by 18. It's Brown on the wing. 12 points for him. All alone. Comes up empty, and he's now 5 for 8.
Wide open, and still, surprisingly, he wasn't able to cash in.
And some nice passing there by Houston. Here's Smith. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Smith's got his second basket.
And this is why you let Smith work inside. He's adept at knowing how to finish in traffic.
Hardaway for 3. And again, Miami with the triple.
And they've got to talk to each other on D there. Miscommunication, and now he's able to make a pay.
Smith. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
First personal foul.
A darn good free throw shooter. Smith doesn't seem to have a weak spot coming into the league.
For your Rockets, Jabari Smith. 2 shots.
First one falls for him. Smith hits them both.
I think he's the prototypical 4 in the modern game. Jabari Smith has an excellent three-point stroke, and he can defend multiple positions.
Here's Crotty. And again, Miami with the triple.
A total defensive collapse. I mean, no reason to allow him that kind of space from behind the arc.
Here's Thompson. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
And this one has been all about Amen Thompson, a freakish athlete. When he gets rolling, there's just not much a defender can do.
1:31 left in the third. They get a hand on it. Stolen by Thompson. And Thompson slams it home.
Just no chance there for the defense. Major size disadvantage. He's got no business trying to stop that slam. Just get out of the way.
Pass to Crotty. Here's Haskins. That three off the mark. Although they're down big right now, Greg, still plenty of time left in this one.
At this point, they got to take it one possession at a time.
And here's Miami. They led the game at 1 point by 20. Unloads, and he wills that one in, sinking right through off the back iron.
You know, not necessarily what you're looking for, but still able to convert.
And here's Thompson. He's got 16. Eason. An easy 2 points on the layup. Eason's got his first 2 points.
Clearly, he's one of the best there is in the business when it comes to making that lead pass.
Miami leading by 15. To the paint. Pass to Bowen. Here's Crotty. From outside off the mark. Green in the post. Here's Thompson. And oh, he hits the buzzer beater.
One eye on the rim, one eye on the clock. Nice job.
What was really impressive there, though, guys, was that he could have rushed it and panicked, and yet he kept his cool.
And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. And here are the Heat now. 13-point lead. Got that bucket in no time at all.
He's just stretching them out. The defense has got to do a better job of staying attached to him.
Yeah, especially with the score being what it is. I mean, you got to tighten it up on defense.
Yeah, good job to take it right at the D.
Yeah, really left him no choice there. I mean, he had to foul and keep him from converting the easy bucket.
And no good on the second free throw, so he goes 0 for 2 there.
And lost his touch right there. Didn't see that coming. Usually, when he's hot, he stays hot.
And again, Miami with the triple.
That's a layup for him. He's just too open.
Nice shot by Thompson. Thompson's got 9 points here in the second half.
We see this night in and night out. Thompson uses his size and elevation to make tough shots in the paint.
Here's Crotty. And the Heat, another 3.
Well, and this has been their strategy throughout the fourth period. We'll see how it pans out.
You know what? Teams can get a little 3 happy down the stretch sometimes. Letting it fly.
The real come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Pass to Haskins. And right away, they match it with a 3-pointer of their own. And the Heat lead by 20. Smith, no good. Here's Miami now. Right wing. Here's Crotty. Fires the 3. It's rebounded by Şengün.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Houston moving it around. Inside. Eason with it. The 3-pointer, no good. Here's Bowen. And the call will be against Jabari Smith. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
Here's Crotty. A 3-pointer is right on target.
Love the play there on the inbound. The defense lost contact with him, and he knocks down the triple.
On the wing, Thompson. 3-pointer. Another miss by Houston. The Heat leading by 23. Here's Bowen. His three-pointer's off the mark. And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. It's stolen by Green. Pass to Eason. Puts up a deep three. They get it again. He can't get that one. Heat on offense. They're on a 15-5 run here. To the middle. It's tipped. And stolen by Eason. Here's Thompson. Stripped it away. To the inside. Bowen. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed. And a chance now to catch up on some numbers for the hustle stats for the Heat.
All game long, they've had active hands and really out in the passing lanes. And that aggression on defense has resulted in a ton of steals.
Here's Thompson. And Thompson throws it down.
Nice to see such unselfish play from Green, putting the team ahead of himself.
Over to the left wing. Here's Bowen. Trains the three-pointer. That one just took the air right out of the crowd.
There is no noise in the stands right now.
Smith wide open. He fires. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back.
Well, that's one way he can finish, but far from the only way he gets it done. He's got all kinds of tricks up his sleeve.
That's it to go. That one good from Askins.
Just a humongous fourth quarter for him, especially from long range. Just in a groove now, and that tray has been deadly.
And it's out of bounds to the Rockets as Houston retains possession.
Substitution on the court.
1:02 left to play in the final quarter. And it's Green missing. And it's Anderson with the ball for the Miami Heat. Pass to Bowen. It's taken away by Smith. And Smith with the stuff.
And how about the force on that finish by Smith?
And so here is Miami. And here's Anderson for three.
Well, I think that was clearly a fourth. He's a little anxious. Too much in a hurry right there.
A shot by Thompson, and no one's around. And the three off target. And the call will be against Jabari Smith. That's foul number 2 for him.
You know what? You've got to always be in control of your emotions.
Straight frustration right there, and I agree with you. Self-control of your emotions, a must-have if you're going to play winning basketball.
And stolen by Thompson.
You could tell it was almost tunnel vision on that pass. Had no idea where the defender was.
No wasted motion or hesitation there. Green ready to shoot as soon as he caught it.
Back to Anderson. Pass to Grant. And so Miami takes this one by a big margin. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight.